Hello and welcome back to Doctor Street Champions Ashes mod, playing with the Holy Moonlight Blade. A little bit on a rare, starting screen, but I did that because I just finished watching The Hateful Eight. I don't know how I missed that, because I mean, granted, I am slow on watching Tarantino movies. I am. I still got to watch Reservoir Dogs. I don't know why I skipped that movie, but I did. I skipped it. Hateful Eight. I love the movie. I love the movie. I know. It came out like 2015. I know. But I love that movie's good. My favorite scene is definitely the aftermath of the coffee scene. Definitely. When they're up the wall and Chris and Major Marquise, Samuel Jackson basically, are interrogating the suspects. I love that part. Oh, it's so good. So suspenseful and... Ugh. Love it. Now, of course, I'm rewatching it because, of course, I will. Sorry, I'm gonna rewatch it because, yeah, it's a good movie. But I know all the secrets and all that, so now what I'm looking for, if you're wondering, I'm basically looking for any kind of Easter eggs or changes in scenes that I missed while I first watched it, which I probably will. I mean, come on. You're not gonna catch everything the first time you watch something. That's just a fact. Also, by the way, a new thing, I did not know that you can parry the boars in Dark Souls 1. Yeah, you can parry the metal boars or the armored boars. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I didn't know that. I was shocked when I found that out. I was like, wait, what? You can? Nobody told me nothing. I wish somebody told me that. I probably would learn to parry them. But no. But no. Come on, baby girl. We don't want the poison. We don't want the poison. I don't want your puke, baby. I don't want your puke. I don't want you stinking up the sky. There we go. Get mad, boy. Get mad. Also, I like the story. It's a funny story. How true is it? You know, the one about the son of the Confederate general sucking the dick of the major. I don't know how true that story is, but it's a unique one. It's a very unique one. Is it though? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure this is the first time Tarantino made a kind of story in his movies. I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, it's definitely unique. And I mean, and fucked up too. You're forcing someone for honorable sex. That is, rape. Which in and of itself is fucked up. But again, it's that time. I mean, no one's gonna look at it like, oh, that's fucked up. No. At that time, people didn't care much about that shit. It's either survive, kill or be killed, so tough shit, basically. And you have to wonder, is it good to go back to that time, or? And I had that argument with people about, some people saying should stop saying, good old days, or we should go to the good old days. But here's the thing, not much has changed. We still have the same problems we had before. The difference is they're not as prominent as they were before. But they're still here. Somebody tried to make an argument like, children starved at that day, at the old days. Well, newsflash, children still starve today in Africa, which is unfortunate. In India, in Bangladesh, I mean, children still starve. It's nothing new. Nothing has changed. Nothing. It's just that it's now less impactful as it was before, and there's now more focus on it. But consider the fact how much focus there is. The fact that it's still a problem just showcases that ultimately people don't care. They don't care. And I think the biggest thing those children need is a stable government, and not charities. You might be saying, "Oh, that's unfortunate." Well, first of all, charities are nice. They're not even wrong. There's nothing wrong with a charity. The problem is that those children, again, live in unstable government, unstable nations. They're not gonna help much. And that's the biggest issue, is that instability. But yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, Demon Prince dying amazingly quickly, actually. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Die. There we go. By the way, what ring did I say I was going to use? Because I completely forgot. Ring-wise, what I said I was going to do. Ring of Steel Protection +3? Or... There's no way I said Right Eye of Pontiff. No way. That's just... This is a great sword. For it to go to Right Eye of Pontiff, I need to have a quick attack. Which is, I mean... it kind of does. It's not like it's a slow attack. True, true. But it's not... It's not quick either. It's there. Although, granted... Maybe I should go with the Right Eye of Pontiff. I don't know. We have both. We can choose. We have the option of choice. Which is good. Which is good. You should always have choices. I'm always in for choices in video games. You should always play the game you want to play. I mean, of course, you know what you're buying. But if you're buying a game that has choices, then they should not be afraid to put crazy choices in them and, you know, all that stuff. There should not be fear about that. And you can be like, well, how can you include that in your game? Well, it's a choice. If people want to experience something like that, they can. It's a choice. At the end of the day, it's on the individual to see how they want to enjoy your medium. No one else. Which I had an argument with I think they're an artist, I could be wrong, but they did a drawing for Fall Guys, which, by the way, Fall Guys Twitter, funny shit ever. Right now, funniest shit ever. But they did a drawing of Fall Guys, and somebody said that the drawings were bad, and another dude said, you know, they didn't ask for your opinion, and then I had to, you know, remind people that when you put something in public, the public will judge it. Now I might be saying, oh, you shouldn't remind. You should. That's common sense. You don't put something in public and not expect judgment. That is ignorance. That is blissful ignorance. If you think that's true, people will judge you. People will judge your work. People will do everything. You know, you put it there. You divulged it. That's why I'm so harsh on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, because she put it out there. She's a whore and he's a cuck. Well, Will might also be a whore. There's some stories he cheated too, but for right now, publicly speaking, Jada is a whore. She cheated. I'm sorry, but I don't have much tolerance for cheaters, because you can break it off. You can ask for a divorce any way point of time. You can, and I will say it again. There is no such thing as a break in marriage. That doesn't work. It only works in relationships, and even then, it's very funky. But marriage, oh baby, we're now going for the long run. We're talking pen and paper shit here. And if you think that you can go get a break from that, it does two things. One, Will definitely doesn't have a pre-up with Jada. Definitely, he's gonna have to share 50-50 with her if he ever divorces her, which means he's losing a lot. A lot. And I think that's completely unfair. I mean, why? Why 50-50? I mean, unless Jada contributed massively into the relationship, I don't see the reason 50-50. That's why I give you advice. Always make a pre-up. Always make a contract. Never go without a contract. Especially if you're successful. Especially if you have a good job or a well-paying job or a lot of money. Always make a contract. Don't fuck around. There's a lot of women in this world that will gladly go for the money. But, you know, you can usually tell when women want to go for the money. And my advice is, if you want to go with that kind of woman, use that situation as much as possible. Have sex as much as you can, however many times you can, because then you're paying for her body. Okay? Then you're not paying for affection. Well, you're basically paying for her body, because that's what it is, basically. She wants the money, okay, fine, and I want the body. It's fair, both for material at this point. Yes, a human body is material, if you didn't know. So, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, if you want the money, sure, I'll pay for, what, $40,000 for, you know, for vacation somewhere. Sure, you better be ready on your knees for next 30 days. There you go. Pay for it, you know, work for it. Because at the end of the day, there has to be something back. You can't be just, then you're a simp. And that's one of the most humiliating things to be in the world, is to be a simp. Pure and simple, it is. I mean, what are you doing? Why are you wasting money on someone who is never going to give you anything in return? You might as well burn the money. Wait, no, that's... Wait, is it? No, recycle the money. Wait, does that even work? Isn't money made out of special paper so it can be not be copied as easily? So even recycling doesn't work. Just burn the money. Or use it as tissue paper. There we go. Why not? I mean, well, better that. It's gonna have practical use than just paying for someone's presence. That's horrible. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get a gold digger, might as well use that situation as much as possible. Have fun with her. She's gonna have fun with your money, so you might as well. It's fair. And if they think it's not fair, well... Let me tell you this, there's a lot of gold diggers in this world. Or I should say, there's a lot of women who would love to have a free or an easy life. And if you are someone who can afford someone an easy life, do it. Again, you can have a good time too. And I'm thinking, oh, that's horrible. Well, it works on both sides. Usually the men are the one more willing to pay for a woman's, you know, body. But it works on both sides. If a woman wants to have a, you know, I guess a sugar boy? Or baby boy? I don't know how it goes. Anyway, point is, if they want to pay for a male's presence, you know, okay. Gold digging is not one gender exclusive. People can gold dig no matter what. So yeah, do it. And if they say no, again, just remember, there are options. Especially when it comes to gold diggers, there's always options. And again, that sounds so harsh, but we have to accept it. We have to accept it. You have to gain something from it, for fuck's sake. You can't be just wasting money of it. Now, granted, you might argue, well, what if the guy or the girl, you know, are 80? Fine, then they're probably not gonna have sex ever. Then it's just about company. But then again, why do it? I can understand why. But still, I would try. Because again, I am paying for it, so might as well do it. Yeah, simple as that. And as long as, you know, as much as you think that's unfair, well, just remember, she looks at you as a bag of money. Well, you might as well look at her as a source of sex. Simple as that. It's a fair exchange. Is it an equivalent exchange? No. No, it says, but this is not full metal alchemist, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, there's a little bit of an advice on if you ever have a gold digger as a wife or as a girlfriend. Use that shit as much as you can. Use it. And then when the money hole gets too big, dump. You don't want basically, what's her name? Black China that fucked over Rob Kardashian? Is that right? I mean, he paid for the whole body, right? I don't remember. Is it Black China or is it? No, Kylie is the one who made the lipstick, right? I forgot. Someone was, you know, basically used. Wait, I know who it is. Kim Kardashian. She fucking married a dude for 7 days, divorced him, and got money. That's that's next level. Then again, it is the Kardashians. What do you expect? Yeah. What do you expect? But at the end of the day, if you are truly surprised in getting someone like that, well, then you have a poor judgment of character. But then again, people hide who they truly are. Because nobody wants a gold digger. There's a stigma on it than it was before. Which I don't get. Why? You know, some things, you know, being stigmatized make no sense. For example, gold diggers. Let it be known to the world. Hey, I'm a gold digger. Okay, well, we're just gonna, you know, not gonna go for a relationship with you. But good to know you're a gold digger. It's just, you know, it's just that. And some people look for gold diggers. Because usually the gold diggers are one of the most beautiful people in the world. Because they know that their beauty can get them money. Looking at you, OnlyFans girls. Looking at you. Are they gold diggers? I don't know. But I guess the modern simp might be someone who can, you know... Modern e-girls can be looked at gold diggers because they take money from the simps. So it could be. You can look at it that way. Because we're moving away from the classics. Oh, the damage. Whew. I don't want the armor set. No, I don't want the armor set. So yeah. Okay, you might say that's harsh, but it is kind of reality. I mean, Pokimane hid the fact that she had a boyfriend just to keep the simps. Because nobody wants to feel like a simp. Nobody. And the girl who has simps is in interest to keep everyone away from knowing that, you know, she has someone, that they're being a simp. But I think that, is it a righteous crusade, you know, to go against people and call out people who are simping? I don't know. I mean, it's their money. You can look this way. It's their money. They can do whatever they want with it. Sure. I agree with that. But the problem becomes when other people look at it and they look at it and like, I can use this. And then you start worrying like, well, is every individual going to be like that? Is every individual on the, you know, is every e-girl going to be basically a simp farm? And you just have like, I don't know. And you don't know. Until they open an OnlyFans account, then it's true. Then yeah, they farming. So it's like, you should call them out. You should. Because I am of the opinion that simping is one of the worst forms of humiliation you can ever go through. Equal to the cuck. Equal to being cuckolded. Equal part. It's shameful. You lose respect. And damn it, dignity. You have no dignity. It tells me you have no dignity. Will Smith now has no dignity. He better stop playing, you know, heroes or strongman, because he fucking ain't that. They might be saying, isn't that harsh? No. He forgave his wife who cheated on him. That is not a forgiveness. That is mentality. You don't do that. You don't forgive a cheater. Hello? Hello? You're still, you know... And you might be saying, well, you know, maybe he's not a cock. Maybe that... She still lives with him. She still uses his money. Excuse me, he a cock. Pure and simple, he is. I would have, if I was on Will Smith's shoes, I would immediately stormed out like, here's the divorce papers. I don't care how much I lose in money. I don't care. We're getting divorced. Pure and simple, we're getting it. I don't care. The child, you know, the children are old enough to decide who they want to live with. I don't care anymore. We're divorcing. That's how you're supposed to do it. When you find out your spouse is cheating on you, whether you're a guy or a girl, that's what you're supposed to do. Immediately end it. Not be like, we have a hooray for horrible marriage. Yay, such a proud thing. Yes, Will Smith, laugh through the pain, man. Laugh through the pain of being cocked. Laugh through it. Disgusting. And don't you dare compare this to somehow, oh, it's toxic masculinity. No, it's common fucking sense. Now, granted, being nice to a girl doesn't mean you're a simp. It just means you're a decent human being. Now, going over the top for a girl, then you're a simp. And you might be saying, okay, what's over the top? Being a white knight? Being a wooden advocate? Or a wooden... lawyer, as we have the saying in Serbia, basically means you're speaking for someone. That individual can talk, which I hate the most when somebody speaks for someone. Excuse me, they have a mouth, they can speak on their own. Thank you very much. Which people seem to forget. Especially the outrage culture. Like, the cancel culture Twitter loves to speak for other people. It's insane. It's like, how can you do that? How can you do that to the Japanese? Are you Japanese? No. Oh. So the Japanese don't have mouths. Got it. Didn't know they had to. I didn't know they had to hire Americans to speak for them. Damn. So yeah, it's the same thing there. Let the woman speak. If she feels something about it, she gonna say. Because we have to use that logic, remember? Now it's all about speaking your mind. If you feel threatened or if you feel uncomfortable, you should be free to say it. So that means there's no longer need for white knights. We're gonna be like, don't you realize she's a lady? She's a queen. Huh? No, she's a human being. She's a woman. She's a human being like you and me. Let her speak. If she has a problem, let her speak. If she doesn't, shut up. It's that easy. Like, I mean, is that the whole point of the Me Too? Like, you know, not being afraid to say, to speak, to talk about uncomfortable situations, but only when it comes to women, of course. If a man, you know, has an uncomfortable situation, you get Amber Heard. If you know what happened to Johnny Depp, you know the joke. Or the reference, I should say. So yeah, it's like... just stop speaking for other people. People have mouths. They can speak for themselves. It's the whole, you know, all women are whores. Oh no, sorry. Or if she breathes, she's a thought. Basically, it's that the mentality of no, it's not. No, it's not. But then saying believe all women, now that's being a simp. And a moron, actually, because that's a dangerous statement. That means you're removing liability from every woman. Because, hey, you gotta believe them. And then, you know, when it comes to time to actually, when that standard starts to fight your ass, then you cry. Like, oh, how can she accuse me of that? Why are people believing her? Well, I mean, who said believe all women? Who said that? Oh, it was you, right? It was you. It reminds me of that boy who got raped, sexually abused by that Me Too activist. And they all tried to hide it, like, wait a minute, but you put the standard. So what happened? So that's one of my social grievances with the world a little bit. Like, come on. If you're gonna make the standards, follow them. What was that flickering? I'm gonna end it here with the rant and everything. Saying that man's rights is a joke is the biggest insult ever for anyone. Because if you try to talk about one side not having rights and having rights is a joke, then why should your side have rights? I mean, where are we going here? So yeah, either way, Midir, not bad. The damage is not bad. 180, right? Oh no, 202. Yeah, not bad. Could be better, but I think Midir is resistant to magic. So yeah, I think he is. Still yellow damage. So we're happy. Vincent, are we happy? Oh, we're happy. There's an interesting argument that Reservoir Dogs is before Pulp Fiction, and the briefcase is the Reservoir Dogs briefcase, basically, or has the content from the Reservoir Dogs movie. Which I like that, you know, Steve Buscemi actually surviving, or Mr. Pink surviving and you know, getting away with it while everyone else is dead. I like that. I like that. Because if you don't know, he's the waiter in Pulp Fiction that takes the order from John Travolta, and I forgot the actress's name because I don't remember actors' names unless they truly blew me out of the water. Oh, come on. Oh, really? Okay. And if you're wondering in what movie did John Travolta blow me out of the water, Mask Off, or sorry, Face Off. That movie, I loved it. Great movie. I think it's the best movie John Travolta acted in. Of course, personal opinion, but I think that's his best movie. And if you're wondering what is Nicolas Cage's best movie, National Treasure, of course. I mean, what are we talking about? But my personal favorite is Warlord. I'm firing my laser beam! Firing my laser beam! Shoop-de-boop. Excuse me? Still not staggered? You gotta be joking. Come on, boy. Stagger already. I said stagger already, please. Please. You gotta be joking. He really doesn't want to stagger, huh? He really doesn't want to stagger. Huh, finally. If you're wondering when I'm gonna end the episode after I kill Half-Light, that's when we're gonna end the episode. You know, I think people, when it comes to iconic female characters, people forget BloodRayne. Or I think her name is Rain, right? Or maybe just wait. The main protagonist of BloodRayne. She was the quintessential badass for my childhood. That's right. I had no Samus Aran. I had no I had no Zelda, or Mario I did have, but no Zelda. But you know, no Samus Aran, no Half-Life. I didn't play Half-Life, by the way. I played Counter-Strike a lot, but not Half-Life. So yeah, BloodRayne, or I played Tomb Raider, but not too much. I played the mobile games, and so yeah, BloodRayne was was the female badass character when I was young, and my favorite game was BloodRayne 2. Definitely, BloodRayne 1, but 2 was amazing. 2, I loved BloodRayne 2. Too bad people forgot about her. I mean, really, too bad. She's a badass vampire. I mean, the vampires then were badass. I mean, the game is, first of all, the game is graphic. The game is graphic. And the combos, the special moves, the feeding, I love it. Maybe that's why I like Vampire Masquerade so much, because it reminds me of BloodRayne. In some regards, of course. Yeah, could be. Could be. Do I have the Ordained set, right? Yes, I have the Ordained set. Alright. Time to go kill Half-Light. So yeah, I feel like people keep forgetting about BloodRayne. Yes, Bayonetta. Are they similar? In some regards, I agree. I think both are acrobatic. So yes, they're kind of similar. But I like BloodRayne more than Bayonetta. In my personal opinion, of course. Now, people can disagree. That's completely fine. But I like BloodRayne more. Maybe it's just the fact that I played BloodRayne first. Then I ever found out about Bayonetta or Samus Aran or... and again, Tomb Raider I played on mobile. Not much on PC. So yeah, that's my first ever badass female character. And I like to say it's a good start. Then came character creation, and I think I didn't bother with character creation when I was young, but my second or first year of high school, I started to really get into character creation, and from then onward, I always choose female. Yeah, every RPG that has a character creator, I'm going female. Because honestly, no, I don't know why. Actually, I know why. Because I'm a huge Yuri fan, first and foremost. So there's a romance option. You know what I'm going with. But other than that, I liked it. I found it boring going with male. I found it too common, basically. Like I had movies, you know, usually the hero was a guy. I had the cartoons, usually the hero is a guy. So I just spent about like, might as well go with a female character, go something fresh. And yeah, that it was. I never stopped to this day. But now it's more like a ship thing than actual being new. Because going with a female character being new is definitely not something in today's age. But, you know, like I said, now it's all about ships, baby. Because I'm a huge fanfiction fan. I read more fanfiction than books. Is that a good thing? I don't think so. But hey, I read. And why not, man? Some people do have talent. Even if there's fanfiction, it still takes talent to write fanfiction. It's not just all, you know, cliche stories or sex fests. There's time for both, but there are some genuinely good stories. One of my recent fanfictions that I really liked was basically a Sylvanas and Jaina ship, and the story is basically an AU from the Battle of Azeroth, where the Alliance and Horde kind of decide to ally themselves, and they decide that the best way to do it is an arranged marriage between leaders. And so Sylvanas, Sylvanas was the clear option. It was just a question of who's gonna do it, and then Jaina volunteered. In that story, I think if I remember correctly, Sylvanas was a lesbian and Jaina was bi, because, you know, Arthas and all that. But yeah, I like the story. It was just not about, you know, again, it has everything. Fluff, sex, tragedy even, to some regard. So yeah, I liked it. I liked the story. It was like, what, 55 pages long, and each page was like, I think like 10k words. So yeah, like a small book, and I loved it. Another fan fiction writer I really liked was, I think their name is Rai Dem Mong, if I remember correctly. Let me actually check it out, because of course I have it saved on my phone. Like I said, an avid fanfiction fan. Although I don't use fanfiction anymore. I'm using an archive of our own, because I feel like it's better. I feel like it's a better site, much better site, much clearer, search tags, filters, and all that. Ray D. Magdon. That's one of my favorite fanfiction writers as of late. I really like their work. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, or comment. I greatly appreciate the support. Goodbye.